just got weaker and weaker. And towards the end of his life, one of the things he wanted to discover was the right apparatus to be able to detect all sounds ever made. He hoped one day to invent some kind of apparatus sensitive enough to hear Jesus delivering his Sermon on the Mount. That's Jesus there, in case there's any doubt.
It was this big.
Yeah. So would he be right? Is it possible to detect sound from the past? Is it?
No.
No, why not?
Because sound travels forward.
To where? Where's it gone?
To the future.
Okay. What did you do before you were a comedian?
I was a science teacher. My students have done really well. They've all graduated from Feltham Institute for Young Offenders.
So here's the thing about sound waves, they're gradually absorbed by air molecules, till they're no longer audible, they're just absorbed. But he is astonishing, Marconi. He got his first wireless patent when he was just 22. He had no formal education in science. I love this. He was aided by a series of tutors and manservants. I know. I suspect his valet came up with it, that's fine. In fact, his very first transatlantic message depended on a device called a coherer. It seems to have been based on an unpatented design by an Indian physicist called Jagadish Chandra Bose, who had been demonstrating wireless telegraphy 2 years before Marconi managed it. He's from Bengal, and he wasn't allowed to work in a lab on the grounds of his race, so he had to build a makeshift lab at home.
So did Marconi steal his idea by listening into the past when he first said it?
What I love is the detail that you've grasped in this entire thing. They were both at the Sermon on the Mount. The very first transatlantic transmission, so it was from Cornwall to... Can you remember if it was Newfoundland? We did this. Newfoundland or Newfoundland?
Newfoundland.
It is Newfoundland, isn't it? Newfoundland. The very first transatlantic transmission, Cornwall to Newfoundland, people thought it was impossible.
It's called wow.
Cornwall to Newfoundland.
You hate Cornwall,
Why did
I absolutely hate Cornwall. I can't believe them up. I can't believe they're involved in the future of radio.
I know one of the nice things about touring is when you find out which bits of the country hate one another. And Devon and Cornwall, holy shit.
Oh, you know what the main dispute
Is it cream on the scone?
Yeah, it's whether you go cream on top and jam below, or the other way round. But I'm from Devon, and I actually think the Cornish way is better.
Oh my god!
Controversial. Let's do a quick vote. Who thinks the cream should go on first on the scone? Hands up.
Idiots.
And who thinks the jam should go on first?
Yeah.
Oh, overwhelming. So that's the Cornish way.
My kids just take the whole thing apart.
Anyway, we were discussing the first transatlantic transmission of radio. Why do people think it was impossible to go...
Curvature of the Earth?
Curvature of the Earth, absolutely, because radio waves travel in a straight line and the Earth is curved.
Is it? I thought it was flat.
Wow, what a science teacher you must have been. What they didn't know, of course, was that there's a reflecting layer in the atmosphere, the ionosphere, which the radio waves bounce. They bounce off.
Amazing! Also, if you said something loud enough, wouldn't the Earth turn and people would all hear it eventually?
That's right, because sound travels forward.
It's a good question. I remember being in a revolving restaurant with my cousin. Yeah. I'll tell you why. I was in a revolving restaurant in Sydney with my cousin, and she put her handbag down, and it didn't turn up again for 40 minutes.
You're right, sound is just like that. The atmosphere turns with the Earth.
it does.
Yeah, it's not like the Earth's going, the atmosphere said, I'll stop here until you come.
Sorry, carry on.
Anyway, the thing that will please you, darling,
Yes.
is that Marconi didn't know why it was working, so you are not alone in your ignorance. he won the Nobel Prize in 1909, and in his acceptance speech, he freely admitted that with many of his inventions, he had no idea exactly how it was working, and I love that. So there's lots of good things about him. Less good, he fell in with Italy's fascists when he died. The largest wreath was from Hitler, so there are bits about him that I think are less good. But over 500,000 people lined the streets for his funeral processions, and to commemorate his death, radio stations in Italy and indeed in the UK and the United States and Canada all went silent for a minute.
Is that a way to discredit someone after they've died? Is to get someone really objectionable to send a massive wreath?
Oh, that's
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. The atmosphere was moving. What?
Back in a year and it will still be here.
Right, moving on. Where does this man keep his radio transmitter?
Where's his penis?
Well,
Who
that
leaves the house without their penis?
weirdly, that is part of the answer.
all of us that have penises keep our radio transmitters in them.
You could.
Really?
What?
Could.
Where?
Yes. Okay.
I picked up Classic FM earlier.
Who are you shagging?
So during the Cold War, the CIA developed a radio, obviously just for the boys. It was a secret radio hidden in a fake scrotum. I know, it's a joke.
All right, that's an overreaction to the scrotum.
You know what's offensive about that? I had to pose for 8 hours for that. It's going to be tastefully done.
You're not the only comedian with a detachable scrotum.
Violence who might be captured and searched, for example. Obviously, our action man could not. I don't know what couldn't pull this off. I was going to say, but I don't know what. Anyway, I am told spies could slip it over an existing.
Oh, so it'd be going to the normal scrotum.
Yes, and then
Not really,
would
though, but
probably.
you could slip anything over your scrotum.
Well, apparently you had to put it on one testicle at a time. Because I'm just telling you.
What, and then staple it?
I think it would just.
Suction? It's rubberised like a swimming hat.
I think it.
If it's suction, it's not the getting it on I'm worried about, it's the getting it off.
Yeah.
Is that a one size fits all?
I've run out of information. What I can tell you is that tragically, although built and tested, it was never ever used in the field.
Did it overheat that for It looks like you get like a kitchen timer, like it would eventually go.
But often if you hadn't turned it off, you certainly heard the Archer's theme tune. You can see this particular scrotum, should you wish, in Washington DC's International Spy Museum. There is also, and I don't know what I think about this, there is a toolkit with 10 different drill bits and saws and knives and so on, and those all fit in that canister which can go up a spy's bottom. What I don't understand is how meticulous a spy would you be? Because the second one from the right looks like a letter opener. I mean...
I think at least 3 of them look like they do the same job.
Yeah. Now, how many radiators are there in this picture? So bear in mind, it's QI.
Say 2, Josh, say 2.
2 is right, you get an extra point.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
We tried to save you,
God,
Joe.
you could see that one coming, Joe.
Surely.
No. This is all bollocks. There's 8 radiators there.
Okay, they are misnamed radiators because most of the heat comes from convection. So convection is when you warm up the air, which then rises, it pulls the cold air down, which then heats up before the cycle starts all over again. And that is what happens in a radiator. Only a fifth.
You call me a radiator? 8 radiators.
I'm saying they're misnamed.
Okay, so
Only a fifth of the heat actually comes from radiating, which is the transfer of heat from electromagnetic waves.
so They should be called a convector.
They should really be
So
called convector.
when I got some radiators put in on my house,
Yes, they were misbuilt.
I could have at the end gone to the builder, quibble over the building.
Yes.
It should have been a token.
Humans would be described as radiators because 60% of our body heat leaves us through radiation. So the heat is transferred
Whoa.
to blood vessels at the body's surface.
Has she got hot boobs or cold boobs?
I'd say those tits are hot, I would say.
Is she a mermaid?
She's covering her modesty as if
He's not.
no, he's very happy with himself, isn't he?
Anyway, so we radiate heat all the time, so we are a form of radiator. Toucans radiate even more, and they are astonishing. So they use those big bills, which you would think was just to attract mates or to identify toucans of the same species.
Tell you what, Stanley, my radiators have led to quite big bills.
Double meaning of bills, you see. That really should have gone on. Oh. Have you ever had 2 cans of beer? So fickle.
Toucans use their bills as radiators to warm themselves up and cool themselves down. In hot weather, the bird sends blood to its beak to cool down, and then in cold weather, the toucan constricts the blood vessels to avoid losing heat. It can change temperature by 10 degrees centigrade in just a few minutes.
Wow.
Now it's time for the X-rated round that we call General Ignorance. Fingers on buzzers, please. What's the busiest man-made waterway in the world?
Evacuate.
Yes, Joe.
Birmingham Canal. I'm so livid.
I'm guessing it's not going to be one of the really famous ones.
Which one?
Like Suez,
Suez.
Panama.
Panama.
Not those.
No.
No?
See
what I did there? See what I did there? Say
Yeah,
no.
very good.
Eh?
Not
It's only taking you 16 series.
Because, is it in the UK? Give us a clue. Give us a clue.
As German.
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 Das Canal.
The Kiel Canal. So it cuts across the North German.
Going to say that the Kiel.
It cuts across the North German state of Schleswig-Holstein. Part of which, can I just say, actually should belong to Denmark. Just going to put it out there. Anyway. So in 2018, more than 42,500 ships passed through the Kiel Canal, as well as about around 20,000 yachts and private motorboats and so on. It was originally conceived as a way, inexplicably, for German ships to avoid Denmark. I mean, the Kiel Canal is the best way of avoiding Denmark. Not that you would want to. Imagine you're on the Panama Canal, okay, and you are heading east. Which body of water will you end up in?
Is it the Caribbean?
So, heading east, just think it through. So, where the Atlantic Ocean
East towards Essex.
is on the east side of the United States, the Pacific Ocean is,
It's on the west.
Pacific is on the west.
yeah. So the Atlantic is on the east, the Pacific is on the west. You're going to go through the Panama Canal.
Panama Canal is quite northy-southy, isn't
Yes.
it? Trying to think.
Okay.
But when you come out of that end, you'll be in the Caribbean.
If you're heading east, then you're
Yeah, do it
going to
twice.
end up in the Atlantic Ocean.
Okay. So
You said Atlantic.
You know that you were telling on me.
No, I was telling on you because you said it and it didn't go off, and that sort of thing really gets my goat.
Okay, so let's just go through this. Okay, so the Atlantic is on the east and the Pacific is on the west, and the Panama Canal.
The
down
canal
there.
runs north-south, see?
Yep. But because of the way the Panama Canal curves, if you head from the Atlantic to the Pacific, you will actually end up further east than you
Oh.
So you go southeast to get to the Pacific, and you go northwest to get to the Atlantic.
Can't believe I've been done with a trick question on QI.
I love canals. I think they're just extraordinary.
Hey Sandy, why do you like a canal so much?
I like the peacefulness of it, I like the slowness of it. Like you can get off for a walk and somebody else is steering the boat and you could still get back on again.
You could storm off in a huff,
I know.
still return to the holiday.
I interviewed a guy once who wanted to do the whole canal system of Britain, and he had been away sailing for 3 weeks, and there was an emergency at home, and he got a taxi and he was home in an hour. The smallest toll ever paid on the Panama Canal was 36 cents. It was paid by the adventurer Richard Halliburton to swim along it.
Where did he keep the money?
In his little scrotum that he put in.
Now, if you are pregnant, what is the best way of inducing labour?
Oh, I know that.
Vote.
Have a curry. Oh no, that works.
What, the curry thing?
Curry doesn't work.
Yeah.
Beckoning with an Oreo at the opening.
Wow, weirdly, all the studies we looked at, that wasn't one that came up.
No.
I know. There's lots of myths about how to get labour started in pregnant women. The most common ways is walking, sex, ingesting spicy food, and nipple stimulation. So, sex does not work. This is not a general statement. It's they did a study of about 1,500 women. It doesn't work. Makes no difference. There are no studies which deduce that spicy food or even walking definitely would
I
work.
love the fact that studies, like they've been giving pregnant women curries, hotter and hotter curries. Nothing.
Take it up to a farm.
Is it coming? No.
Women who say it does work, it may be something we call confirmation bias. So you know it's supposed to help to have curry, and therefore you say that was a factor, but it's very unlikely to be true. Castor oil, raspberry leaf tea, there's all sorts of things.
There was that woman that went into labour after watching Michael McIntyre.
Was it Mrs. McIntyre?
Was she watching him do a stand-up? Watching
she
from
was
his garden.
The one thing that does seem to work, nipple stimulation. Now,
Oh, it's coming!
so here's the weird thing. This is from the study, okay? Women whose nipples have been stimulated, so rolled between the fingers, for 1 to 3 hours a day.
This scientist needs locking up.
Oh!
Couldn't be bothered to do that.
And it has to be one nipple at a time, or 33% more likely to go into labour within 72 hours, or kill you, I think.
You know when you're tuning my penis radio up.
Oh, I've got Chris Miles.
According to the largest study on the subject, this stimulation also reduces the risk of heavy bleeding after delivery by 84%. So this is the thing.
Top tip.
Top tip, nipple stimulation. Can I just say, always ask your doctor before spending 3 hours rubbing your nipple.
I always do, and he hates answering the calls.
Is that the comedian Josh Riddick?
I say that every time I ring the surgery now. Hello, it's Josh Whittaker here. So the entire audience, okay? Let's all pretend we're ringing the doctors. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hello.
My medical history is going to be a mess. Says he has a problem with his vagina.
That's nothing. His scrotum fell off last time. Right, it's time for scores. Glowing with health in first place. Oh my goodness, -1. It's Josh. It's Shazia. And -17, Joe. And having an absolute meltdown in last place. -25, it's Alan. protesters from the campaign to save Radio 4 Longwave in 1993. As they marched, they shouted, "What do we want? Longwave. When do we want it? Now. And what do we say? Please, thank you, and good night." Recreation in our R&R show. Lounging poolside with me are the really relaxed Susan Calman, the radiantly refreshed Lou Sanders, vigorously revitalized Stephen K. Amos, and reasonably rat-assed Alan Davis. And revitalized Stephen K. Amos. And the reasonably rat-assed Alan Davis. Now, don't forget to be mindful of your buzzers. Susan goes.
You are an island, a desert island. Feel your troubles lapping away from your feet.
I need to wee now. Lou goes.
Listen to the sound of my voice as you experience deep relaxation.
Where is that person from? I mean, Stephen goes.
Let your worries melt away and find your happy place.
You were recording, didn't you?
To be honest, I don't think I got his vision. Let your worries melt away. You'll be alright, love, alright?
Leading to death in an alleyway.
I love the idea of you as a relaxation app. I think that's
Oh, just get on with it, for God's sake!
And Alan goes.
You are feeling sleep.
Feeling relaxed now?
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Anybody favourite ways to relax?
I like meditation to relax. Well, I don't do it now because I'm already enlightened, but I used to do it a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, because I fell asleep a lot, but it was kind of meditation. And then...
So that is just sleeping, you know that, right? Okay.
And I woke up once from a meditation, and honestly, I thought I could speak Portuguese. I was so sure that I could, and then I thought, oh no, I don't even know the word for yes.
What about you, Ellen? You like to go to football, don't you?
Yes, but I don't get relaxed at football.
No.
If I want to have a nap, I just go for a drive.
Okay.
I've slept for 50 miles on the other one.
What about you, Susan? Are you a relaxer?
Smoking jackets, pipe, mantelpiece, globe that turns into a bar. I like reading aloud to Miss Marple of an evening. Just a very traditional ladies' evening. And then a hand of bridge, probably. So
No.
just that kind of some brandy.
I know you. You count your Smurf collection.
I do quite myself.
Is it more relaxing to be in a locked room or an unlocked room?
What?
I think it's more relaxing for other people if you're in a locked room.
That's interesting, you see, because some people think the door's locked, I'm fine. And other people will think the door's locked, I can't get out.
Have you ever done that thing of staying in a hotel and you wake up and you can't remember where the toilet is and you're naked and so you open the wrong door? Anyway, I was in the corridor and the door closed.
Can't you just get under it?
good, but we have some ideas of our own about relaxation. So, Alan, I know the absolute perfect thing to make you relax. Unfortunately, it was too big to fit under the desk. Bring on the cow. So how might this cow aid relaxation? What do you reckon?
Sit underneath it and get a pat on the head.
So here's the thing, you can cuddle a live cow in a farm in upstate New York, and weirdly called Mountain Horse Farm, but it's for cows. You pay $75 an hour, and you can go and cuddle a cow. Do you want to give it a go, Alan?
That is a lot of money to cuddle a cow.
$75 an hour.
That's a lot of money.
I know, but they assure you, and I don't know why they need to assure you, that the cuddling sessions are private.
Oh, right, well, good.
Yeah.
I feel